In order to achieve anything in life, either personal or professional, you need resources. Resources are supplies from which benefits are produced. So no matter what kind of goal you have, you will need them. And I am going to tell you in this material what kind of resources are fundamental and necessary to achieve personal and professional goals. So stay tuned. I'm Dr. Matt and welcome to my channel. Always when people want to achieve certain goals, they don't take into consideration the word, how am I going to do this? And they got stuck in the dreaming modes. The dreaming mode means that they have a huge and large vision of how beautiful it's going to be, but when it comes to certain operational behaviors, they don't really know how to do because something is stopping them. What is stopping them? Lack of resources, obviously. There's 10 basic resources that you need to achieve goals in personal and professional life. Number one is your personality and attitude. What kind of personality is necessary in a certain context for you in order to achieve certain goals? Would you rather be an introvert in this situation because when you are more distant, when you are more analytical, you build better rapport with others, or you're supposed to be more open, more outgoing, more extrovert because people you're dealing with are going to need this type of a person? You are who you are, but when it comes to resources, you can definitely change behaviors. So the first question, your personality, who do you need to become so that you're a resource for this objective in order to achieve it. Number two, people. People are a resource when it comes to certain aspects. Firstly, who's going to help you content-wise? Content-wise, meaning who's going to give you knowledge. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to start from scratch. Definitely there's been someone who has achieved what you want to achieve. So who's going to teach you? From whom can you learn? Who will give you very concrete, specific instruction and procedure on how to arrive somewhere? Let's call them your teachers, your mentors. This is a second resource. But there is also a third one connected with people who give you emotional support. It can be your spouse, it can be your kids, it can be your friends. They not necessarily know what you need content-wise, but they are there for you, which means they will help you, they will support you, they will motivate you. Third resource is also connected with human factor, but this time we're talking about relationship resources. Whom do you need to know in order to get connected with the right people? When I was entering American market, I needed connections. So I was looking for people who are well connected. Not necessarily they knew what I was doing and what my professional aspects were connected with, but definitely they knew the right people. So I got connected, and once I got connected, I was there. The fourth aspect then is connected with what kind of people do you need and who can connect you with them. Your time is a resource. Time is a resource that you cannot return and you cannot recover. What you spend your time on is gone forever. So count the minutes, count time slots, count hours, count the days that you have to achieve a certain goal. If you're able to postpone gratification for later and you're able to make basic economics work for you, you can answer the question, how much time do I need in order to achieve my goal? Say you want to lose some weight and you want to lose 50 pounds. Considering that losing 1 pound weekly is healthy according to research, then you definitely need to consider how many pounds you're able to lose in what time slot. Practically, you need a couple of months to lose around 50 pounds, which does mathematically do you a favor. Now you know that you need to sacrifice certain amount of your life in order to train, in order to focus on diet, and so on. Time is an important resource. So is information or knowledge. What do you need to learn? What do you need to know? What kind of content do you need in order to be able to achieve a certain goal? You didn't achieve it before because you didn't know how to achieve it, so you need to learn. You can do self-learning aspect, you can learn on your own because there's self-help books, there's audio, there's YouTube, just like we're doing here, there's podcasts, there's information everywhere. The most important aspect is what kind of information is necessary, considering that internet is in 70% based on information that is either false or useless, you definitely need to know what you're looking for. So plan what kind of resources you're going to need. Place is also a resource, a place where you live. There's different dynamic where you function in Eastern Europe or Western Europe or in Southern Africa or in California or in New York or somewhere in Idaho. This place has certain resources. What kind of resources exist there? Is that about economic resources or natural resources or political resources or scientific resources? The environment in which you function will support you in a certain way. This is why people talk about not only Silicon Valley as a place that physically, geographically exists, but Silicon Valley is also a state of mind. So is every place where you go. So choose the right place where you should be in order to achieve what you want. Equipment is also a resource. What kind of tools, what kind of objects do you need in order to get where you want? Say somebody is a celebrity, what kind of resources do they need to maintain their celebrity status? A nice car would definitely be good, but someone on the other hand decides to be connected with personal branding that supports ecology. So maybe not a gas guzzler really, but they should focus on some electric car which will save energy so that the tool that the car becomes enhances their personal branding that they use. Your body is a resource. How strong do you need to be? How healthy do you need to be? What kind of energy you need and what kind of looks is necessary for you in order to achieve what you want. All this creates an important list of resources, not forgetting about the last one, which is your employees or people you can delegate tasks to, so that rather than doing everything on your own, you can pay others or ask others or influence them in any way possible so that they do what you need and what you want to be done. Here's a list of resources that are necessary. Choose wisely, focus on building them, and the word how do I get where I want to get will be easier to be answered. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this material and it was useful for you. If this is the case and you also know somebody who could benefit from it, please make sure you send them a link to this video so they can learn useful information on mixed martial arts. Please visit my website, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet, and I see you the next time. Thank you very much.